Hey guys, this is Coach KP, and today we're going to talk about rejection in relationships. So, we all know rejection, and we all are afraid of it to a certain extent. Even the most confident person in terms of relationships is afraid of being rejected, especially early on, when you're approaching people that you think are going to be a good fit for you. And what this fear of rejection essentially does to us is it cripples our ability to take action towards pursuing that relationship. And also, once the relationship is established, we tend to become afraid of being rejected even once within a relationship, so we end up doing things that are not consistent with our values just to please this other person. And it really depletes our confidence, and as the relationship goes, because of this fear of rejection, we end up morphing with this other person everywhere they go, and it's just never about us at that point. Also, like I said, in the beginning of the relationship, this cripples us from approaching the person that we think is perfect for us. So, how do we come in terms with rejection? The way I look at rejection these days is rejection is amazing. It's one of the best things that can happen to you, especially early on in a relationship, because when you get rejected by a certain person for doing or not doing a certain thing that you value, that you cannot, that your value system does not allow you to change for this person, or if you get rejected for being who you are, that's a great thing, because now instead of dragging this relationship longer than it's necessary, what you've done or what has happened now is things have worked out for you, because bam, right there you can stop and start doing something else. Start pursuing a different relationship. Or if you find that at that period of time more work on yourself is needed rather than pursuing a relationship, you can do that. You can thank the rejection, right? You can say, you know what, rejection, thank you. I mean, there is no better way to go about rejection than to accept the fact that it is for the good of us. It's not something we should look at from a fear perspective, because if that rejection did not happen, let's say at any point in that relationship, then you would have dragged on this situation longer than necessary, ended up being hurt, either you, the other person, or both of you. Or worse, get into a situation where because of this fear of rejection, you are either not approaching anyone or you are constantly morphing into this person and have completely lost yourself. Also, early on, the fear of rejection early on, that can be easily avoided because nothing's personal, right? Some guys and some women, they have sent me messages along the lines of, oh, I like this person, but I'm not able to approach this person because, the signal's not clear on their end. Well, apparently signal's not clear on your end either, right? So what you can do is you can say that I'm going to approach this person, be rejected if that's what's on the card, and move on, right? Instead of thinking about it too much, or instead of essentially wasting valuable time, you could be actually accepting the fact that rejection is great. In business, you could do the same thing. If you want to approach a person or a group of people for a business venture and they kind of sort of like it, whatever, you're not their first priority, take that rejection and don't drag this along longer than necessary. Because if something is not a definite yes, you know what? That's not for you. That pursuing that relationship in any shape is not going to do you any good, because there is so many opportunities out there in this world that will work out for you. And maybe at that time it seems like nothing's working out for you, but as long as you're putting in action towards manifesting that, so to speak, things will work out for you sooner or later. So take the rejection as a gift from the universe to you. Smile, thank the person whoever rejected you, or the situation, whatever the case may be. Be graceful about it. And people, including all my viewers, if you are rejecting somebody in terms of a interpersonal relationship, or even a business venture for that matter, please be polite about it. It's already hard enough to approach somebody for help, or for business, or for a relationship. Please don't make it that much more harder by being harsh with your rejection, at least the first few times, because some people don't get it and they approach you over and over again, and I understand that. But so let's do that. Let's take rejection with grace, and let's reject with grace.